Hi, my name is Paula Rebecca, and this is my case study for PawCrush. Let your pet choose your mate. A bit of an overview. Well, PawCrush is a dating app for animal lovers to go on double dates with their pets and promote pet adoption. I completely designed the app end to end and also designed its logo, slogan, and name brand. I also directed the whole developing process, so I was pretty much wearing all kinds of hats. This was a very early startup, so my role was the CEO, product designer, UX researcher, UX writer, and visual designer. The main problem is that pet shelters do not have the same reach and they are bound to one location. Also, animal rescuers struggle to get their rescued pets adopted, and there is a lack of an animal lover community as a whole. So, because of this, many pets do not get adopted due to the lack of visibility. So, what better way to promote pet adoption than it is to have it on the reach of your phone, just at your fingertips? Likewise, having a pet has been proven to help people who suffer from anxiety, loneliness, and depression. So our goal was to design a solution that would bring the pet and animal lover together, as well as bring other animal lovers on a double date with their pets. This way, creating a community of animal lovers around the world. Our benchmark for success is that we will measure effectiveness by analyzing the number of successful matches between the users. So, for the ideation phase, since this is a very, very early stage startup, I started from the very beginning of brainstorming how the logo would look like and deciding on the primary colors. So here you can see like some of my notes on my iPad. I thought of, okay, what is a symbol for like pets in general? For me, it is a paw. And my love for pets, so it's like a heart, so paw, and then crush, so PawCrush. And the heart would be red, and I also thought of blue, so red and blue would be the primary colors. And then I thought, how do most people actually meet online? Well, through dating apps. So this was the ideation phase for the grand idea to have a dating app for animal lovers in order to promote pet adoption. So for the primary research, so this is my job as a UX researcher. I defined the persona based on interviews and survey findings. So the insights we got was that people want to find other animal lovers to hang out. And although many people are very busy, they still love to arrange time to play with their pets. Also, people are animal lovers who are animal lovers are keen to promote pet adoption. So this is the user persona I made. Her name is Ruth. She is 29. The location, I thought, San Francisco, because San Francisco is a really animal lover city. Well, one of her goals is to use to find a product that helps find a partner who's also an animal lover, and not to have her time divided by her pet and her dating life. So, as for the design for the MVP, first designed the user flow. Once you open the app, you go to the splash screen, then login, and so on. Then after that, the sketches, here they are. These are some like brainstorming sketches. Okay, so for a low fidelity prototype, Figma was used to create these mock-ups, and using it, we were able to create just basic guidelines to bring our sketches to life. So these were the screens that were designed at low fidelity. And then here comes the early prototype. So also, while designing the early prototype, I came up with creating the PAW language. This is a job as a UX writer. I created the PAW language to describe some words within the app, as well as phrases to excite the user to subscribe to the premium plan and feel comfortable taking a selfie to fulfill the verification process. The app is right now in English and Spanish, so I did it for both languages since I am a polyglot. I do speak 5 languages. These are some of the terms we use within the app. One is, of course, the name PawCrush, which is the action when making a match. 2, Pawdoption, which is the action of adopting through the PawCrush app. And paw lovers, which are our users. And some of the phrases like the slogan, let your pet choose your mate, was something I came up with. And in Spanish, this means deja tu mascota escoger a tu persona. So these are some examples I also wrote as a UX writer for the subscription plan, like meet your paw crush, find your perfect paw love. And then, just these are like descriptions of what the premium plan would do for each user. And the verification process. This verification process may be daunting for users, especially since it may be something that they're not used to. So I used this type of language that said, don't worry, if it's not your best photo, we will only verify your photo to confirm that you are who you say you are. And this is just to make users feel comfortable by taking a selfie. So then after that, we made a usability study. So these were the design changes that we made because we saw in this graph that, the daily retention was only like, it was a huge peak and then just dropped. So after, launching the early prototype, we noticed this. And so the users would not return to use the app. So to see why this behavior was occurring, we conducted a usability study with a group of users to test the earlier prototype. And here are the insights we obtained. So our main research question was, what is discouraging the users to interact within the app? Well, number 1, the login process was too long for users to actually stay engaged. So we opted for an add login later option for users to experience the app before committing to creating a profile, because that was something we did notice, that they would download the app and then go into the login process, but they found it too long, so they would just hop off. So this is the solution we came up with. Number 2, there were a lot of users who made, well, not a lot of users, but some, who made fake profiles, and this led to catfish. So to prevent this from happening again, from a design point of view, we added a verification process with artificial intelligence so that every user has to take a selfie to ensure the safety of our users. And so it will, with artificial intelligence, we will see that this is an actual human being that is correlated with the profile. And these are the other screens I designed, loading and success or fail screen. Then for number 3, when changing modes, the users would forget which mode they were on because the user interface was almost identical for both modes. So we separated the modes by color. So we chose the 2 main colors. So it was blue and red. Red for PawCrush to convey our users a sense of passion and love since it is dating mode. And on the other hand, Pawdopt, we chose blue because it conveys trust and loyalty. And also on users on PawAdopt mode found the matching system a hassle since they couldn't contact the adoptant directly. So we decided to remove the matching system on the PawAdopt mode by substituting the swiping mechanism for a carousel. So it goes like this. That's what a carousel means. And also added a DM button to each profile. So this way, making the adoption process much easier and efficient. And number 5, profiles had a mix of pets between PawCrush and PawAdopt, since every time that a profile was made, if it was a mixed profile, for example, this example I made, that is like, okay, there's 2 pets that are from like the owner, and she doesn't want to put those in adoption. However, there is 1 pet that is. So before, this whole profile would appear on both modes. But this would really cause like confusion between the users, especially when filtering. Like, for example, if I am a user that wants to adopt a cat, and I see like dogs, and I'm like, what? This could cause confusion. So what we did is the card system. So this way, a user can edit its profile only once, but this will create like a card for each pet. So what does that mean? Well, it will categorize the each pet, and it will appear depending on the mode that it is categorized. For example, here, these 2 are for PawCrush, so they will only appear on PawCrush mode. And this one, Lucas, will appear on PawAdopt. But also, you can see here, there will be a link that says, view profile on PawAdopt and view profile on PawCrush, just for users to know that they are also available on both modes. So yeah. All right, so next is the prototype. This was, again, made by Figma. Well, made with Figma. And as for the design system, well, creating the design system for the app made the collaboration between engineers much easier, because when sharing the designs with developers, this sticker sheet will clarify the coding process as they work on each component. This allows a developer to receive a design immediately, to know what code needs to be written to bring the designs to life. So this is a sticker sheet I made, like the type of typography, colors, buttons, icons, etc. And other benefits for to make a design system, well, it ensures consistency in the company's brand, which is really awesome, and it saves time and money, of course, by increasing efficiency for individuals and teams. Members of a team will have fewer questions about like design specifications, and this is usually made by a design program manager. And also, design systems are scalable. So it is a system that is able to maintain performance levels when workload increases, and particularly helpful at a rapidly growing company like a startup like this one. Also, I am very accustomed to use the Agile methodology, since design is a continuing process of iterating by creating, these 2-week sprints with tasks to be done by a certain deadline. I was able to work with the engineering team, hand off process effectively, and track overall product building process. So I made these sprints on Trello. Finally, the impact and what I learned. Well, the experience of designing at a startup with the mission of making pet adoption more accessible in the world made me realize the tremendous impact a designer can have. This project taught me the importance of user research to make a design functional, as well as making a design system in order to scale more rapidly. And likewise, my love for animals grew more and more as I fed homeless pets whenever I could. So these are some pictures when we fed some pets, and some interviews we made, and well, now PawCrush is nominated as the top 100 most promising startups in Latin America, according to Google Ventures and Pro Network magazine. So I hope you enjoyed this case study, and if you have any questions, of course, you can leave them, on my email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!